Have you ever been somewhere so beautiful that it took your breath away? Have you ever had an experience so deeply emotional that it caused you to cry? What if I told you that for thousands of travelers, a trip to the Philippines has this exact effect on them? Imagine stepping off the plane, feeling the warm air, hearing the soft rustle of palm trees, and knowing that you've arrived in paradise. And yet, before you know it, tears well up in your eyes. It's not the sadness that usually accompanies tears, but something else, something far more profound. Why is it that after visiting the Philippines for the first time, so many people can't help but cry? What is it about this country, its islands and its people, that stirs such a powerful emotional response? Why do these tears feel so meaningful, almost life-changing? Let's take a deep dive into the reasons why people find themselves overwhelmed with emotion in this tropical haven. Before we explore the reasons behind this emotional reaction, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever been moved by a place? Or perhaps, have you experienced an overwhelming sense of gratitude or peace? If you have, what did it feel like? And what if I told you the Philippines could offer all of that and more? Stay with me as we uncover the emotional depth of this country. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a single part of this captivating journey. The first thing that people experience when they visit the Philippines is the hospitality of its people. It's not just a greeting or a smile that makes you feel welcome. There's something deeper at play. Filipinos have a genuine warmth that immediately makes you feel like family, even if it's your first encounter. From the moment you step off the plane, you're embraced not just by the tropical air, but by a culture that thrives on kindness, generosity, and genuine care for others. In many countries, tourists are often seen as outsiders, and while they may be treated with respect, there's an invisible distance between locals and visitors. But in the Philippines, that distance evaporates almost immediately. Filipinos have a way of making you feel as though you belong, even if you're far from home. It's not uncommon for a stranger to invite you to their home for a meal, or for locals to share stories about their culture with you, stories that go beyond the usual tourist narrative. It's these personal connections that often hit travelers the hardest. After all, it's not just the picturesque scenery or the untouched beaches that people remember from their trip. It's the relationships they form with the locals. This warmth and sense of belonging is one of the primary reasons visitors find themselves moved to tears. The connection they experience is more than just a fleeting moment. It feels like something deeply personal, something unforgettable, and it leaves an emotional mark that can't be easily shaken off. But what is it about Filipino culture that fosters such a deep sense of connection? Is it their sense of community? Or is there something more at play here? As visitors travel across the islands, they often find themselves immersed in the simplicity and tranquility of the country. From the bustling streets of Manila to the serene shores of Palawan, the Philippines offers a range of experiences, each contributing to the overall emotional impact. But no matter where you go, there's a common thread that ties all these experiences together: the feeling of being at peace. The Philippines is a country that offers an escape from the fast-paced, stressful lives many people lead in other parts of the world. The pace of life here is different. People take their time, savor their meals, and enjoy the present moment. Whether you're walking through a quiet fishing village or lounging on a pristine beach, there's a peaceful rhythm that surrounds you. And it's this feeling of stillness, of being disconnected from the rush of daily life, that allows emotions to surface in a way that they might not have elsewhere. But is it just the scenery that creates this peace? Or is there something about the islands themselves that brings visitors a sense of calm? It's hard to put into words, but many travelers find that when they visit the Philippines for the first time, they experience a deep emotional release. It's as though their time in the country allows them to breathe again, to relax in ways they haven't been able to in years. And that feeling of renewal is often so overwhelming that it brings tears to their eyes. So what exactly is happening here? Is it simply the beauty of the country, or is there something deeper at play, something more spiritual? We'll dive into that question in just a moment, but first, let's explore how the country's unique history shapes the emotional experience of visitors. The Philippines is a country with a history that is both heartbreaking and inspiring. It's a history marked by centuries of colonization, wars, and struggle. But it's also a history of resilience, of overcoming adversity, and finding strength in the face of hardship. When you visit the Philippines, you don't just encounter the present, you encounter a legacy. The stories of survival and perseverance echo through the land. From the heroism of the revolutionaries to the everyday acts of bravery by ordinary people, the history of the Philippines shapes the spirit of the nation today. And it's this spirit, this sense of resilience, that touches visitors on a profound level. It's one thing to read about history in textbooks, but it's another thing entirely to witness the lasting impact of that history on the people of the Philippines. Despite the hardships, the Filipino people continue to live with hope, optimism, and a commitment to building a better future. What is it about this resilience that moves people so deeply? Is it because it challenges our perceptions of what it means to be strong? Or is it because we're reminded that no matter how difficult life may get, there's always a way forward? The stories of the Filipino people are incredibly powerful, and they often leave travelers feeling inspired, motivated, and sometimes overwhelmed with emotion. So, is this history what causes the tears? Is it the combination of history, culture, and the deep emotional connections with the people that create such a profound experience? We've only just begun to uncover the reasons behind why people cry after visiting the Philippines, but there's more to this emotional journey than meets the eye. Stay tuned for part 2 of this documentary, where we'll explore the deeper emotional connections people form with the land, the culture, and the sense of belonging they experience during their time in the Philippines. You won't want to miss it. And if you're enjoying this journey so far, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming revelations. In the first part of this documentary, we explored the people, the landscapes, and the cultural depth of the Philippines, elements that collectively create an emotional connection so powerful that many visitors find themselves shedding tears. But what happens once those tears fall? Is it just a fleeting moment, or does it signal something deeper, something transformative? Let's continue this journey to uncover what it is that makes the Philippines such a life-changing experience for so many travelers. When people visit the Philippines, they are often struck by the simplicity of life. Life here isn't about the hustle and bustle of a city that never sleeps. Instead, it's about slowing down, connecting with nature, and enjoying the beauty of life's smaller moments. It's about waking up to the sound of birds singing in the trees and the smell of fresh ocean air. It's about sitting down to a meal with new friends, laughing together as you savor every bite of freshly prepared food. This simplicity has a profound effect on visitors, many of whom come from cities where life is constantly on the move, where schedules are packed, and where the pace of life never slows down. The Philippines offers an alternative, a chance to breathe, to reconnect, and to experience a slower, more intentional way of living. And for many, this slower pace is a revelation. It's a reminder that life doesn't have to be lived in a constant rush. But what is it about this simplicity that causes such a deep emotional response? Is it the fact that we've all forgotten how to slow down? Or is it something deeper, an innate longing for a connection to nature and to the people around us? When people visit the Philippines, they often experience what can only be described as a form of spiritual renewal. They begin to remember what truly matters, and in doing so, they may realize just how disconnected they've become from their own lives. This realization is what leads many visitors to tears. It's not just the beauty of the land that is transformative. It's the way it helps people reconnect with their own hearts, with the people around them, and with the world at large. And that's where the emotional tears come from. They're not just tears of awe or wonder. They're tears of recognition. Tears that acknowledge how far we've strayed from what's truly important. But what does it mean to be truly connected? And how does the Philippines facilitate that connection in such a powerful way? We'll dive into that question in the next part of this documentary, where we explore how this island nation invites visitors to reconnect with themselves and with the world in ways that few places can. Stay with me, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the continuation of this transformative journey through the heart of the Philippines. As we approach the final part of this emotional journey, let's reflect on what we've uncovered so far. The Philippines offers a combination of stunning natural beauty, heartfelt connections with its people, and a deep sense of history and culture. But it's more than that. It's a place where people experience profound emotional shifts, where travelers cry not just out of sadness, but out of the beauty of what they've witnessed, the connections they've made, and the reflections they've had. But what is it about the Philippines that leaves such a lasting mark on visitors? Why do these tears linger long after they've left the islands? Could it be the combination of all the elements we've discussed so far? Or is there something more? The truth is that the emotional response to the Philippines goes beyond the beauty of its landscapes or the warmth of its people. It's about a deeper connection to life itself. When people visit the Philippines, they're not just experiencing a vacation. They're experiencing a form of awakening. They are reminded of what it means to truly live, to slow down, to connect with others, and to appreciate the simple, beautiful moments that often pass us by. As visitors leave the Philippines, they are often changed. Their perspective on life has shifted. They are more present, more grateful, and more aware of the world around them. And that's why people cry. It's not just the beauty of the place, it's the transformation that happens within. The tears they shed are a reflection of this deep, lasting change. So what is it that makes the Philippines so special? Why do so many visitors find themselves crying after their first visit? It's because the Philippines offers a unique opportunity to reconnect with ourselves, with others, and with the world in a way that few places can. Thank you for joining me on this emotional journey through the heart of the Philippines. If you're planning a trip to this incredible country, I hope this documentary has helped you understand the powerful effect it can have on your heart and soul. If you've been moved by this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the hidden corners of our world. And remember, the Philippines isn't just a place, it's an experience, one that will stay with you forever.